Good morning. Welcome to another week at D&J Projects. If you watched Wednesday's video, which I'm filming today, which you could be watching today, it is out at 12 o'clock. You'll know we're having problems with the blocks. So there's always problems, isn't it? Always problems. This problem is out of our control. I can't do anything about it. We ordered these blocks 3 weeks ago for the block paved driveway. Special order, ordered small ones to get the curve, and this is the border block. And to set it off so it looked a bit nicer, because it's going to be tegular blocks. Tegular blocks are 3 or 4 different sizes of block, and then they're having a different colour border in these small blocks because lots of curves going on. That is going to be sorted out today, I hope, because they're meant to be delivered today. So the idea was get stoned up, and then today get some edging blocks in. But if the edging blocks aren't there, we can't do that. Like I said, it's new video day. It's crusher. We're getting a crusher or a bucket crusher. So I'm going to show you guys that when that comes. They're sending a screener out as well, just to demo a screener. Just have a look at it, see if it's any good. Get that, we'll show you what that's all about, show you what a screener bucket is. And Stevie and Jack Dudley, they're on gates today. I think they've got 3 different gates to do. So he will definitely take you along for watching that with him, enjoying that bit of content, as well as me backs and forwards, to and from, sorting bits and bobs out. 2 of the lads have passed their forklift test. Jack Dudley, Jack Bailey passed the forklift. Scott was off yesterday, so he didn't do it, so he's doing his test this afternoon. He's back in today. And then we have got Reese and Lee on their forklift. So over the space of 3 days, they'll do their forklift, starting this afternoon. And he's going to grab that last bit of spoil from the driveway job, which you won't know what I'm talking about unless you watch the Wednesday video. So if you want to head over to the Wednesday video, pause this video, head over to the Wednesday video, catch up, and then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about this morning. But yeah, Ant's going to grab that last bit of spoil, drop me some roadstone off. Me, Finn and Jack Bailey are going to roadstone that up, get it all to levels, get it all whacked, get it all ready for when the blocks do arrive, or the problem with the blocks gets sorted out. In between that, I'll be going back to the yard, take delivery for the crusher and the screener bucket. It's the crusher bucket I'm more interested in. They just chuck the screener bucket in with it. So yeah, it's a jam-packed week. As always, the D&J Projects girls and boys, I love this game. So probably see you in the yard. On the job. Line's all set up. Oh, so you can see distance underneath there. Oh, yeah, I suppose you can tell by my voice, I'm not happy bunny. Really not. Situation with the blocks. Can't get the blocks for 2 weeks. I've ran over a few options with the customer. Could have rumbled ones, but these are square edge blocks. These are special block. Nowhere has got no other branch, or not even MKM or Bradstone himself have got these blocks. And the customer want these blocks. I spent a lot of time choosing these blocks, so we're going to stick with the blocks we've chosen, but that means 2 weeks delay. So I can have everything else, but there's a 2 week delay. And look would have it, it's the blocks that are on the edging, so I can't do it. So the plan is now stone it up, leave it for 2 weeks, which isn't ideal. When we've got stuff booked in, I've got another job booked in 2 weeks, which I can't drag forward because that customer's took time off work, especially because that one's got neighbours at war. So yeah. Another one is not going to be completed. Another one is going to be a few weeks before we can lay these lovely blocks. So now we've got loads of fencing booked in, so we're going to juggle stuff around. We've got James's to go back to get some stuff. We can probably go back on James's. But yeah, the more I know, the more you guys will know. I mean, the weather's lovely today. And I'll keep you updated on this one. So probably last time you're going to see this project. It's probably all stoned up, and then that's last time you're going to see it for 2 weeks. Hey, the joys, the joys. Some of the blocks are here. just not the edging ones.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall.
So, we've dropped them off now. We wanted edging curbs, not curbs in the edge. I don't know if you've seen that, but that's a Jack joke, that is. Jack said that. Thank you, Jack. We've got to get this guy on camera. He goes mute. He tells some funny stuff and all. But yeah, accidents happen. One got dropped, but they will be replaced. There's 70 damage, so it's a hawthorn hedge as well, so it'll grow back really, really nice. Now our job is grab this and then put the stone down. So Ant's just going to pull up now where he feels comfortable. He'll get the leg in there on inside the drive so we don't damage the footpath. Going to get it all stoned up for this customer, and then we are back in 2 weeks, like I said, because we are waiting. What we're waiting for, I can actually show you as well. We're waiting for, where is it? It is this side block. So this size block in a graphite cover, so in that colour. That's what we're waiting for. But yeah, these are all the blocks. Obviously, you would have got away with those tumbled blocks. You would have got away with a bit of damage on the end, but because they're not tumbled, they're a nice sharp edge, you won't get away with any damaged ones. So yeah, 70 blocks. But our job now is to grab this, well, to drop the stone off first, and then grab this.
Praying that this night's gonna last. You got it all on tap, I'm loving your vibe, always have your back. We like all the same tracks, listen all night in the sheets all black. Said I'm falling fast, don't remember life before you, that's fact. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if...
Like I say, best customers ever. Well, we have the best customers ever. What do you reckon, mate? Got his mouthful, can't eat. Jack, what do you reckon to that? He's gone mute again. Yeah, we're all having a sausage cob. And they want one for some reason. He said he's had his snap. Says he won't believe what he's just there. But last little bit to grab. Then Ant's going back doing forklift training. We're going to level this stone off and get this all nice and safe for the customer. Just taking the grading beam off, going to put a bucket back on, get some kind of levels in, because I need to go all down that side and all around that side. And then we'll put the grading beam back on and grade it. that's how we are going to leave it so it's usable. So I've made a couple of little ramps into his garage, and this is all ramped up, so this will all have to be dug out when we come back. But yeah, a bit unfortunate. Like I say, just waiting for that. Them blocks, it's going to be 2 weeks. And like I say, the customers chose them blocks especially. They've been to Patio World up there, made the decision to have them graphite ones, and that's what they want, so totally understandable. But it just puts us behind massively now. I can't even drag the next job up in the diary because, like I say, she's had holiday booked in. She's had the time off because obviously neighbours don't get on. The boys just putting the wax plate on there now, and then we're going to be on our way.
So hello guys. Right, it is. What are we on? Wednesday afternoon. We've done 2 gates today already. We've got one just there. Now that's gone, we've got another one just there. We've done 2 gates today. When I say we've done 2 gates, it is me and Newman Jack. Yeah, now we're on another gate and a bit of a fencing install. Let me just show you what we're doing today. So, obviously if you've got the fence, I say the fence, the gate and the shed down there, and that's a blockage, but they want something newer here. So, and obviously it gives a bit more garden room, don't it? Because they're not doing anything down here, are they? Let's be real. Obviously got big enough drive up there. We're going to have this part for doggy as well. So we are going to put a fence from there, running down here, attaching the new timber on the wall. Obviously we'll have to do a little cutout for this piece right here. New timber just there for a nice gate. And a 7-foot bay there in green feather edge with a smooth gravel board concrete post either side. Roughly 7 foot, wherever it falls, then we'll have our gate. Can't go too far to the edge here. Can't attach to this wall really either, because obviously this is a garage for next door. It's not this property's garage, so we're gonna keep it nice, guys, and just go into the floor there. Got to be careful with the drain as well. I know, hopefully it's well, we've got one over there, so that might tie into that. Have we got one over here? Can't see one. There may be one somewhere, but obviously we've got to figure out where we're going. But I think, you know, sort of in line with this slab here, guys, that gives all this new room here, and we're not on that side there. Just go somewhere there, straight down here. But yeah, we're gonna get first post hole dug, and then we'll catch up, eh? Post is in the ground. We're just putting this in dry right now because we're not 100% sure if it needs to go up or down yet. So what you can do is you can get it where you need the post to be, put the post fix in, give it a little tamp, nothing too crazy, and then it will stay where you put it in. And then you can dig the next one, and once you get your gravel board and your panel in, you'll know if this needs lifting or not. So that's what we're going to do now. Just going to get this secure, because as of right now, look, it wants to fall away. So I'm just going to get it secure. Look at these calisters. Better looking at this though, isn't it? 7 foot wide bay like asked for. Gate right here, big enough to get one of your biggest bins through. Oh, I haven't tested it yet, but I did take a measurement, so let's just make sure it fits. Oh god, cobwebs everywhere. I'm not a spider person. All right. Light work. Yeah. Turn it back around. Straight through. And when the gate's on, it doesn't protrude out like that. It sits flush back. So, oh, I had to do a little cut around the gas pipes. So you don't see them out like that no more, do you? All internal. So, yeah. Put that back for the customer. But yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. Got more room for the dogger. What can you ask for? Going to bring the wheelbarrow to take the excess. I didn't bring it today for some reason, but we've got to go back anyway because of obviously the gate. Oi! I'll take that. Yeah, drop trailer off, and then when we come back, I'll just have the gate hanging out over the top of the Ranger, the Ford. That's why we got them, remember, so we can put gates in the back like that, so we don't need to bring this for one gate. You're right, delivery man. He's in a rush. And then we'll come back and sort that out, guys. So when we come back, we'll catch back up. Raining now as well. Oh, it's cold. Beautiful.
Some gear on here. I didn't put my brand new micro digger, are there? That's the beast. It's a lot bigger than what I thought. And we're going to try this thing out. Which is a bit of a monster as well. I think I'm going to have to get the digger around, take them off. I'll have a look with the driver and see what he says. So, all-weather Stevie is back. Smashed it today, haven't you, mate?
Yeah, let us know what you think of those 3 gates down below, guys.
We have got Worsley plant, and they're sorting out. They want to be on video. Smile up. So yeah, we have got some pipe work going on there, so we can have the crusher bucket on it. We've set the conveyor up, and we can run it through. But it's going to be a late one, I think. Definitely a bit late. All set up. So we just took 2 massive pieces of granite in there. Light work. Good morning. I'm tired. I left the yard about 8:30 last night. By the time we'd set the crusher up and screen, I didn't realise there was so much to do. Like, I have to do flow test on it and make sure your flow rates are right at the machine to get the best out of these buckets, these bucket crushers. Like you seen, we did a couple of runs, chucked some granite through it, which I was super impressed with. And then we put the screener bucket on. The screener bucket isn't something I intend on buying. He's just giving me that to try out, to see how it is, and basically show you guys what it's like. But I'm super impressed with the service I got from Andrew and the fitter. They stopped with me until I was totally happy. They showed me how to change the shims on the bucket to make a bigger product, a smaller product. They showed me if the plates start wearing, every little bit of it they showed me. They showed me even if something goes wrong. You get a toolkit with these buckets, you get flow test gauge with them, and you get a full instruction booklet, as well as the backup power from your rep, Andrew, because he used to be a plant fitter himself, so he's really clued up. So if you do want one of these machines, I mean, don't jump the gun yet, let me review it. I mean, what I've seen so far, they're spot on. I mean, I'm going to use it today, put it through its paces. I'm going to run all that stuff through. I'm going to be putting concrete posts through, concrete gravel balls, taking all the steel out. I'm going to be crushing onto that conveyor belt. I'm really going to put it through its paces today. And then once I've done all that, I'll probably jump on that screener bucket and have a good go with that screener bucket around the back. See if we can extract some of that hardcore out of that pile at the back to put that through the crusher and see if it's going to be a little bit quicker, and then obviously run that through our trommel. I know you're going to be double handling it, but I just want to give that screener bucket a good, well, play with it, basically. That's what it is, it's playing with it, because I enjoy doing stuff like that. It's not a job if you enjoy doing it. So that's my plan today. The boys are on the resin course. That's Quist. Boys on the resin course today. So there's 4 of them gone up. There's Scott, there's Finn, there's Jack Baylor, and there's Stevie. They've all gone up to do the resin course, get that boxed off. 2 more on forklift training. Ant's on delivery first with Lee, and then it's Ant who's the examiner, the instructor, Lee, and then Reese is on forklift training, and then everyone should be fully trained up. The other 3 lads, Scott, Jack Douglas, Jack Baylor, they all passed their forklift, so they're all ready. They can use a forklift now, they can use the telly truck and the counterbalance one. So happy days, they're all boxed off, all ready for when Jordan Humphries gets back. So when they're in the concrete side, they can actually help by moving pallets out when Jordan Humphries is doing his own thing. Another thing that's going off in the background is Little Red. It's paid for. It's absolutely paid for. So what we're looking at doing, we're chopping it in. We're chopping it in for a newer model. So the lads have got a new model. So we're just sorting the paperwork out with Ivan now. I think we're gonna have a 1.6 version. So we've got the 1.2 version. We're gonna have a 1.6 version. No difference in height or size. Just the capabilities of it. It'll lift 1.6 ton instead of 1.2 ton. Probably a little bit better for pushing the heaps up, loading the machine. They've changed a couple of bits on it. Basically a couple of bits were broke on ours. So to be fair, it has been a good machine. I know Sugar calls it a Little Red Shed, but everything that's broke on it, it's just basically, I don't know, just a bit of wear and tear. I'd expect that from any machine. I mean, it's still a good machine now, I can still keep it. It's just the finance is paid on it. I can chop that one in, use the original value of it to put on to deposit for a new one, and just carry on paying the finance. That was always the plan anyway. So that's what we're doing with that. That's happening in the background. Obviously this crusher bucket, we've got this on hire. We paid the hire on it, but if we do decide to get one, they'll take all that off a new bucket, or we'll just keep that bucket and we'll sort out a deal with that. What else is happening? Just lots of work. Basically, like you know already, because you've already watched it, we've had to pull off the block pave drive job. That's all stoned up so the customer can use it. Not ideal, but it's 2-week wait on them blocks, which isn't Frank Key's fault. I must stress, it's not Frank Key's fault, it's Bradstone. Bradstone are the one that make the pavers, and Bradstone are the ones that haven't made enough pavers and sent them out. Crazy made 50 block pavers and not 400 like they was meant to, and just sent them out, and now they're not going to be making them again until next week, and then they've got to dry, and then they've got to pack them, and then they've got to send them out. So yeah, that's where we're at that one. I know the customers watch the YouTube. I can only apologise to that. I just feel so bad because now it's just going to push our jobs and diary way out of schedule, which isn't ideal, because the job was next in line, the driveway job, is one where the neighbours don't get on. Well, there's a bit of an awkward neighbour next door, so I'm expecting that one to be challenging. Let's just say challenging, yeah. But yeah, I'm nearly at work now. I'm going to get there, put my boots on, get my high-vis on, get ready for work, grab a coffee, start the machine up, get it back up off the heap, because I took it off I put it on the heap last night, because the last thing we did was we used the screener bucket. So I'll take it back off the heap, we'll put the crusher bucket back on, give you a little walk round. It's only three pipes, and then we'll start doing some crushing together and see what we can get done. We've only got a little pile of concrete at the minute, but if we get that crushed, at least we'll have some crushed to send out to customers. So that's the plan for today. Hope you enjoy it. Stick around, you're going to see some crushing. So we are at the yard. This is the screener bucket. So this has got 3 lots of bars which rotate, and then you go backwards and forwards. So the flow on that has to be set up forward and backwards on the pedal, which I'll show you a bit later on. Then it comes out this way. When you run this, you have to run it flat. Some of the stuff I chucked down there, it's what come out of it. Not the product we would like, but that's 25mm. So that's our product over there. Less stone in it. But my thought is, I'm going to give it a blast. I've got it for a week anyway. I'm going to dig all this back, put this through this screener, back the 08 up to it, and basically anything that's clean like that, I'm going to put in the back of the 08 and I'm going to tip it over there, and then we'll send that through the crusher. And then we'll just make a big pile of this, and this will run straight through our trommel. There'll be loads of stones will come off it, and then we'll get the soil out of it. But I might as well make use of it while we've got it. Let's say we had to screen all this, and then anything like that, like the trommel normally spits it out there, I can put straight into that heap over there to make it a lot easier. That's probably an idea as well. Once this is clear, we'll get the 08 tipper van just under there, and it'll go straight onto it. I'm going to ring Gavin back now because he's rang me. It's always a pleasure talking to Gavin from Spitfire Engineering. Always a pleasure. He's coming tomorrow, so you'll see him on the channel. He's coming to weld the shredder up. We're going to get that up and running. I'm going to ring the struggler, see if I can get the struggler down here, so them two can put that back together. But it's all about crushing and screening today. That's my plan. So, bird's looking for the worms. So I'm going to take the screener bucket off first, and then we're going to put the crusher on. Crush what we've got. We're going to put the screener bucket back on. And just basically have a play with the screener bucket and give these guys a bit of a video, put them a bit of a shout out in the video, because they've been so nice to actually borrow this and give it a go. I might as well use it, haven't I? It'd be rude not to. So let's get the pipes off, let's take the bucket off, let's get round there. So crusher bucket's on, screener will be set up in a minute, screen it into that over there, and we're just going to see how it works. So let's connect these back up. Oh, good. Just had to release the pressure. So to release the pressure, switch it back on, rock the foot pedal backwards and forwards. So let's see if we can get some crushed. I don't know where the best place is. I'm going to put you here somewhere, isn't it? So stick you down. Probably got a good angle there. So far so good. It's heavy. It's really, really heavy. We're making a dent in it. It's probably a bit too much sand in this. This has come off our job, hasn't it? So, but it copes with gravel boards and posts as long as you keep them the full form. As soon as you start bending them up and that, it's a little bit harder to put them through. But we've got some steel out of a post. I put one post through. Got the steel out there. So it's a bit of a win-win, really. Obviously, you got the scrap value of the steel that comes out, and it'll take the posts where normally we'll be getting rid of them posts. Oh, I've got quite a bit actually. Quite a bit. It's going to be a lot of sand on top and a lot of stone, so what it'll have to be mixed up. But there'll be loads of stone underneath. It's more at the back. So once this is mixed up, but the cleaner the product, the better. Might even make it a tiny bit bigger at the minute. But we'll see. We'll see. But I'm just going to go and move the dumper for Jamie now. One dumper moved, so Jamie can get the longwood down to make his posh panels. But now he's asked me to swap the panel master over, so we'll swap that over. One panel master swapped over. So panel master all changed over. We're just going to work our way through this now, get it all crushed, and then nip round the back, jump on the screener. So bucket's back on, crusher's down there. I pushed all the heat back in. I'm not scratching around for a little bit, just it's costly. So we've done about 30 tonne, probably 35 tonne. Times 12 o'clock. The clock wants putting back on that. Yeah, times 12 o'clock, so not done bad. Just getting the hang of the bucket, the crusher bucket. But now we're going to go around and go and do some screening around the back while it's still dry and get that done. So screening bucket's back on, all connected. Jamie's going to bring me the 08 tipper. I'm going to use it like a dumper. I'm just going to basically screen some of this, get the hardcore out of it. So it's just there now. It's going to reverse it in. Any hardcore that's left in the bucket, tip on the back of the 08, any good soil, just pile it up there so when we can put it through the screener. Try and get some of the majority of the big hardcore out of this pile. I know the trommel does it, but like I said earlier, we've got this for a week, so I might as well give it a try and just use it. Puts the less hours on our trommel as well. But Jamie's just backing back now. So I've probably done about 4 buckets. So that'll all go straight through the crusher now. And then we'll just have to rescreen that because that's 25mm and our screen is 40mm and 15mm. So it'll take a lot of the stone out of that. But yeah, I'm just gonna have probably a couple of days on this, Friday and Saturday. I've got some meetings tomorrow, so I won't be able to spend all day on it. We'll see if we can get some of this section cleared and get it pushed back, and then obviously we can start moving the yard back to where it wants to be, gain more space and try and keep on top of it. But now I'm gonna go and get some snap, bit of a drink, I haven't had a break yet, have half hour, and then we'll ravine on the digger and carry on with that. Back off lunch. Jordan's got the perfect one for this bucket now. He's going to tip that down here, and then he's going to bring the 08 over and we're going to fill it up with concrete. And you end up with all concrete in there, but that's all that does. Spins lot, so you spin it on the pedal backwards and forwards. And then all you're left with then is just clean concrete. So it does exactly the same as what that trommel does. There we go. All nice and clean. So we've made some serious progress today. Serious progress. We have got back a bit further. Some nice clean hardcore. There's bits of grass and stuff in it we have to pull out. But yeah, progress has been made. There's a load of screen soil going out, so that bay will be empty again. It's really good stuff actually, really good. Yeah, it's amazing how much difference the weather makes. When it's dry, everything's so much easier. Jordan's tipped some fine stuff that's come off the bottom of the conveyor. I'm going to try putting it through crusher bucket tomorrow to see if that'll go through. It does look like soil, but it's not. It's stones coated. So we'll see what kind of hardcore that makes, and then obviously there's loads of hardcore behind that which we can crush. Yeah, I think the conveyor worked well. Probably do with, so I'm not swinging as far, so it's nice and quick. So I don't know if we need to move that into that bay and that into that bay again, but we'll see. All locked up, just waiting for Jamie. Bring his car around. I'm going to get a STEVIE ring, see how the lads got on with the resin course, if they picked any more tips and tricks. Here's the man, the myth. There's Jamie. We'll get locked up, and that's going to call it a day. So that's another day at D&J. We'll see you in the morning.
Pretty much 20 ton of sand delivered. We could do with some hardcore as well, because if you have a look down here, look, we ain't got none. We're all out, so we could do with our friends coming to drop some more off. Fencing job today, me, Finn, Newman, Jack. Daddy's surely going to be filming, obviously.
Yeah, I can't get up the slope now. I can't have the steps away.
We'll have to create a little block platform, but smashed it. Look at all that he took out there. Wow, crazy. Yeah, going to take you along for the ride, guys. I was on resin course yesterday, as some of you will know. We'll explain and speak about that a bit later. Very good, very interesting, very informative, very reassuring with the jobs that we've done. So yeah, let's get to job. So there's going to be a bit of a gate here, guys. Not used for access as a vehicle access, but more access. So there'll be a double driveway gate here, say from here to here, halfway. One will be in the ground, one will be a pedestrian gate at all times. I don't know why it's like this, as in so small for a driveway, but it is what it is. I don't think you'd even get that through here. Maybe, but yeah, we're not doing it for that. The customer's just asked us basically to block it off for the dog here that you can probably hear in the background. So we've got some cut end 4x2. We've got some treatments, obviously treat ends and that, but we are going to put these basically like so. Obviously cut off the end where it's needed, and then this will be our connection for the two gates. So that's what we're doing. Also today, these two boys are going to be running the job. I'm going to be standing with a close eye, making sure that they do it right. I just want to see if they've got it in them to do the job solo. It's always nice to, obviously they've been on fencing jobs with me before, but I want to see if they've been taking it in and can continue if we're not there. Do you know what I mean? If me or Dad ain't there, can they get it done still? So time will tell, and I'll be honest on camera as well with you. And I'll be honest with the boys what they can work on, what they're doing really good. Because I do believe it is good to praise people when they're doing a good job. Because we all like to be praised, right? We're human. We like it. Let's find out. so they know that they've got to mark the timbers to get them cut. It's a good start. The key with an SDS as well is to keep your bit straight. When it's in, don't tend to bend your drill, your SDS. It needs to go in straight, it needs to come out straight, yeah? Impact driver, you can use normal drill, but impact driver's a little bit better. It'll pull it together. Did you see it pulling there? So now we've got a good tight connection, and we're not using this size, but this is what we're using. Starboard end concrete screw. Perfect. So Finn's got this one in, standing solid. Now it's Jack's turn to do the cut, the SDS and the drill. So they've both done a side each. So we've got our two posts on here. We've got a discrepancy in height between this concrete post and this concrete post. So this one is shorter than this one. So what does that tell us? That tells us the gate has got to be this high, because if it's this height, of course they've got to run parallel level. If it runs across like this, it'll be taller than this. We can't have it taller than this, so it's got to be up to that, and then it'll run across. So the boys have got to bear in mind that when they do the measurement. Tape's here, mate, yeah? Tape's on bin. They've got to bear in mind on which part of the ground is higher. Again, so you know when you take a measurement, right, I've got to do left or right, depending on which one's higher, because if the ground runs like that, then you know you've got to do it from that side. If the ground runs like that, you know you've got to take a measurement from that side. We'll see. Picture on screen of what this is looking like. As you can see, needed some work, and the work it's getting is we've got to put a timber on the outside of this, because look, we've got an inter here, beautiful, just use it. No, brick barbecue's been built in the way, so we can't do anything with that. So now we're going SDSing that onto the side. It's gone to that height because it's 6 foot from ground level there. The last 1 foot is going to be a trellis running across. But look, what, this is an awkward one. So that's all concreted in. They're not concreted in, but they're not in the way. But we've got to basically put a big 4x2 here to the height that it finishes at, whatever that height is. It's going to be a big one, guys, not going to lie. And then we've got to do a custom panel from here to run square here. So this is the square part. But then I've got to get Jamie to make it angled up so it goes up to that. So we've got to figure out the measurement and the distance from there to there, get a level across there, take a measurement down, see what the distance is, then he'll know how much he's got to jump the angle up. It's a bit of an awkward one, this, guys, I'm not going to lie, but we're going to get it done. So we're going to screw that in and crack on. We are back with the trailer. We've put some rubbish on trailer. Gates are here. We're only 2 minutes away from the yard as well, so we've come put these on whilst Jamie makes the gate. Not the gate, the panel. So yeah, I'll get them to do this one. These boys are doing it. I'm going to guide them along where they need help. But they're going to do this, and then we'll put you on a time lapse for this one, because this is say the easy one. This one here is where it can get tricky when you're trying to match up to another gate. But yeah, so I'll put the phone down and help them with this one, but they can do this one solo. Got one gate on, only a few hinges in there, making sure it can wrap all the way back. And now we're going to put a time lapse on so you can watch the boys do this side.
Catch me if I fall.
So gates are up. They've got a very important part here. So They're making sure that the gate is running square and straight, not angled, not like you don't want it to be V'd off or the opposite. It's got to be straight, and then Jack will hold it in position, and then Finn will drop the drop bolt and put a mark where the drop bolt goes, and then that's where we'll be drilling. I'll help him out with the drilling because it's a bit awkward and it falls in a right nasty place on the blocks, but they're doing everything right here. This is very important. This will stop your gates from twisting and all sorts later down the line. Done a good job with the hanging though, they have. I ain't helped one bit, as you've seen. Fin bar and jack special. I've done nothing on this one. This is all them. Nice opener. Nice closer. Drop bolt in there. We've not put a lock on it because obviously it's the only access to the front door, so the postman isn't going to be able to unlock it, or he's just going to try and open it and then fall. So good gap, good gap, good gap. Clapper both sides and in the middle, sitting lovely and level. Ease of access, straight out to do whatever they want to do with the day. Like, perfect job by the boys. Now we're going to go in the back. I'm going to help them out because it's a little bit more awkward. Yeah. Not too shabby.
So I'm up. I'm up. So good morning and welcome to another lovely, beautiful day at D&J Projects. No swans, but the lean is lovely and low. Yeah, lovely and low. What am I doing today? I'm going to put the crusher bucket back on, get some crush done, then Spitfire and Struggler come in, get the shredder up and running. I'm going to try and load the shredder with a selector grab. Well, the first job is I've got to try and make a slope. So slope to be made, get the digger back down, shoot off, where are we? No, that way. Shoot off over there. Shoot off over there to put the selector grab on. No, put the crusher on first, and then when Spitfire Engineering and Struggler come, put the selector grab on so we can load this shredder, and Spitfire, Gavin at Spitfire Engineering can look at how we load it and see if he can sort a hopper out so it loads better. Because that's the idea. This machine is going to do everything in the yard. So yeah, I'm just looking at that now and I'm thinking, whoa, what have I done here? So, slope to be made, get down, and get sorted. So we're back down off the heap. So I'm just going to give them grease nipples there a bit of a grease. So set about 10 pumps in each, and then we're going to work our way through that part there. Go and get the generator and fire the conveyor up, work our way through that, and then see what else we can do. Probably put selector grab out, start smashing some of the wood up. We'll set you up once I'm all set up. You can watch it coming off the heap as well this time. So you can watch it coming off the conveyor into a heap and see how big the heap grows.
I'm falling fast, sitting here praying that this night's gonna last. You got it all on tap, I'm loving your vibe, always have your back. We like all the same tracks.
Conveyor stopped. So I have to investigate and see what's wrong with the conveyor. I think you might have just tripped out. That's not good, is it? So that's loose and it's been burning away. So it looks like we're gonna have to get a new one of them. Look who's here, look. It's Gavin from Spitfire, and he's a good leader. She's gonna have a go. She's gonna have a go at him digger. Oh yeah, I think I'll get the hang of it now. Yeah. Cheers, buddy. But he has come to weld that. We just had a go with fixing the conveyor. Swap that over. We need to get that switch now, so I'm going to Google that. It's about £100 that switch for some reason, I don't know why. But forget that, then it's all running nice and neat. Last ones, aren't we, mate?
And Gavin's here now.
Gavin.
It's me and Dave. Friday. Friday! Here it is! Ha. We do like a Friday.
Like Foster's, don't we, mate?
We do like Foster's, yeah.
Like Foster's. But yeah, Gavin's just sorting that out. We're just tightening some bolts up on Little Red.
Yeah.
I've got him a present anyway. He's got him a present. 6 weeks and Struggler's going to have a present.
Yeah.
I've got to put the digger away. And I think the lads have all gone now. Definitely all gone. Left me to lock up, I think. Yeah, they've all gone.
In the bus, people! Yeah, we are.
Getting a lift off the professional struggler.
Yeah.
Showing him which way to go.
Yeah, which way are we going now?
Straight over, mate. Shortcuts. And he's here. He's friends with me.
The man, the myth, the legends there, you see. Dave's in Leardag's territory now, people.
There we go. The struggle bus has dropped me off. There he goes, look. And we'll leave it here, guys. We'll see you next one.